What I'm angry about is the way in which you smear innocent people.
Innocent? They are illegal migrants. They've entered our country illegally. Look how angry you get to defend foreign migrants. I'd like to see that anger to defend foreign nationals. I mean, British people.
What you've just watched isn't a disagreement about policy. It's a collision of instincts. One side reacts emotionally, instantly defensive. The moment the conversation turns uncomfortable, voices rise, accusations fly, and suddenly the argument isn't about outcomes anymore. It's about moral positioning. This is where modern political debate always breaks down. Instead of answering a direct challenge, the focus shifts to tone, intent, and outrage. And once that happens, clarity disappears. What matters here is not who shouted louder, but who avoided answering first, because that tells you exactly where the weakness is.
Send back, and we don't. Do you not think that's a weak agreement? We pay for them to go back. Do you think any government that's strong and really has the interests of our country at heart would accept such an agreement?
Well, I remember...
It's a surrender to France.
It's the first time any other country, France or any other country, has agreed that there would be processing on their soil. Right?
Yeah, of course, because they decide who to send back.
No, because we would then be deciding who we take, okay?
You have no veto. Do you not know your own deal? The UK has no veto on who we take from France. That's the mad thing.
That is true, Barry.
Yeah. Come on, Barry, you should know that by now. We have no veto. Actually, we don't decide who we take back. We're just given, and of course they're going to give us the worst offenders, and they're going to take the best offenders from us. It's not even a deal. It's a farce. It's a headline.
This is the first dodge. A simple question about strengths turns into history lessons, process talk, and rhetorical fog. No ownership, no straight answer.
Well, it's another virtue signalling headline from the Labour Party who doesn't have the guts to leave the ECHR. Let's tell how it is. You're going to tinker around the edges, and we're going to have illegal migrants who are stuck here, paid for by the taxpayer, who go on to sexually assault young girls, and you are terrible.
Let's stop associating all illegal migrants with...
Why? How do you know?
Shall I tell you why?
How do you know?
Shall I tell you
why?
How
do you know?
Because rape crisis, actually the people who do take a very serious interest in this will tell you that 6 out of 7 rapes are actually committed by somebody within the family and somebody that is known to the person.
No one is denying that.
So let's not pretend that all...
Look how angry you get to defend foreign migrants. I'd like to see that anger to defend foreign nationals. I mean, British people. So let me...
Watch how fast the ground shifts. When pressure builds, the argument changes completely. This isn't clarification, it's escape.
Tell you, no one's denying.
What I'm angry about is the way in which you smear innocent people.
Innocent? They are illegal migrants. They've entered our country illegally. You've decriminalised entering our country illegally. Let me tell you, no one's denying that we have homegrown predators. Of course not. That's why we're the only party that's calling for stronger sentencing and stronger policing. But, Barry,
you're not
there
the only
is a difference.
party
Yes, we are.
calling it. No, you're
there is
not.
a difference.
Total
Foreign
nonsense.
criminals don't have to be here.
Sorry, who's shouting now?
Your party.
Who's shouting now, Laila?
Don't shut me up. Your party.
No, I'm just asking you the same question you asked me.
Your party is importing them, putting them in hotels, and calling anyone who complains and says enough as racist and divisive. That's exactly what's happening. So I'd like to see that anger that you just had when you defended foreign illegal migrants, criminals.
This is where control is lost. The debate turns personal, voices overlap, and the original question vanishes entirely. That's not confidence, that's panic.
We're going to repeal the Human Rights Act that was brought in by Blair just to get closer to the EU. USA, Australia, we share biometric information with them. They are not part of the ECHR. We are a proud nation that fought for our freedoms. And now we're begging foreign courts for protection. No, hang on. Let me finish, right? The ECHR was written 75 years ago in post-war Europe, and it was to protect against tyranny. It's outdated, it's abused, and it ties our hands. Leaving the ECHR doesn't mean leaving human rights. In fact, it means taking back control of them. It means defining them right here. And when someone tells me, oh, what about our reputation or our legal standing? I'll tell you one thing, Barry, and that's something that Labour does not understand. There is no greater reputation that any government can have than standing up for your own people. And that's something Labour needs to learn.
Now the argument hardens. One side offers certainty and identity. The other hesitates, and hesitation always looks like weakness on television.
Look, as I say, it's easy to say we're just going to walk away from this, but you would accept that most of the rights which are enshrined in the ECHR are rights that we need and that any political party would say are an important part of British society.
Barry, we founded the Magna Carta, trial by jury and common law. We had liberty long before Strasbourg existed.
It's nothing to do with Strasbourg, though. You interrupted me. It's nothing to do with Strasbourg.
We know how to protect ourselves.
Churchill was the person who actually put this in place. It wasn't Strasbourg that put this in place.
No, but it's Strasbourg that dictates what we do now.
Here comes the technical shield. History, institutions, legacy, useful context, but also a convenient place to hide from decision.
The point is, we set out these rights. We were part of the foundation of these rights.
Do you know why it was created?
The 1951 Convention was created after the war because of the chaos in Europe and to get away from what had happened in Nazi Germany.
Exactly.
Right.
So hang on. Sorry, Michelle, go on.
No, go on, make your point.
You know, it was never intended to stop democratic nations from removing illegal migrants and not defending their borders.
Yes.
That's what it's being used for now. Why doesn't Labour have the guts to say, no, we are going to do what it takes to stop at the borders? You keep bringing out these useless laws, digital ID, to curb our freedoms, but you won't do the basic necessity of removing us from the ECHR.
And this is the final pressure point. Borders, enforcement, responsibility. No slogans now, just yes or no questions that demand courage. This wasn't just an interview, it was a compressed version of British politics in real time. You saw how fast debate turns into noise. You heard how quickly emotion replaces answers, and you felt the hesitation every time a clear decision was demanded. That's the pattern. When outcomes fail, politicians retreat into systems. When systems are challenged, they retreat into morality. And when morality is questioned, they raise their voices and hope the moment passes. This is why trust is gone, not because people don't understand complexity, but because they recognize avoidance. People feel like they're being talked around instead of spoken to directly. They see governments paying, compromising, managing decline, and then being told to stop asking difficult questions. You felt that frustration because it's familiar. This keeps happening because no one wants to own the consequences of power. Strength invites backlash. Decisions create enemies. So instead, leaders outsource responsibility to courts, conventions and frameworks, then act shocked when the public notices. You saw it, you heard it, you felt the hesitation, and once you notice it, you can't unsee it. So ask yourself this: is this confusion or is it fear? And would you trust people who can't answer under pressure to run the country? If this moment hit a nerve, like the video, subscribe for more straight commentary, and turn on the bell because this pattern isn't going away.